figure,
And
they're not gonna see you bouncing around.
we are live.
Oh god.
And the cameras are all messed up.
Yeah, Grudes is
And
back.
that one's so
Hi.
green.
What if it's blue?
It's not, it's green. How are all of you?
For red.
As I
All right.
activate the other cameras. The only game where I am prepared with backup cameras. Ha!
Yeah.
Now I just gotta switch Gilly and Grudes again because for some reason they do not stay in the place for the cameras. I always have to switch them for some reason. There, we're good.
Yes, I will buy this $3 game.
So, yep, we're a little bit late, but we were dealing with some technical issues, but everything is resolved now. Y'all ready for chaos tonight?
Oh dear God.
Always.
Always ready for
Right.
chaos.
When are we not dealing with chaos?
I don't know. The shopping episode wasn't chaotic.
Wasn't it?
True.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it
fuck
started
it
off pretty
was.
chaotic with, monkey battle.
And now the whole
The monkey battle wasn't chaotic. The monkey
whole-
battle was just entertaining.
Triceratops thing, that's
Yeah, not chaotic at all.
not chaotic at all.
Dance, monkey dance. all
You
that stuff.
you say chaotic, I say character development.
Mm.
I mean, who
You
doesn't
would.
like Animorphs?
I certainly did
Crickets.
as a child.
Technically, it is character development. They're just developing into a dinosaur.
Yeah, I definitely have a marker on my character
Honestly,
sheet
get
to remind me to
walk
keep track of that.
dinosaur.
But yeah, so the last time we were together, everybody had to draw from the deck of many things, and that's why Gilly is slowly turning into a dinosaur.
Good for her.
But after doing your the final bits of your shopping and everyone doing what they needed to do in Bimmies, as I fiddle with the lights here so I don't blind myself into a migraine, you all decided that the best course of action in pursuing this manticore, no, I'm sorry, this chimera, you decided to go against chimera, not the manticore, was to take the Augur Skyway all the way up to the Skyway Bluff and then work your way down southwest over by Ohm. During your journey, you met a interesting gnome individual. Didn't really give you his name. Was a bit.
He was an asshole.
He was a bit emotionally short with all of you.
Because he was a no.
Because he was a gnome. That's why. That's why I said emotionally short and not just short. But unfortunately, you did not make it very far on the Skyway, as the cart itself was attacked by said chimera. Due to some desperate thinking, as you began to enter a free fall, everybody used their doorknobs in order to jump into the raccoon mansion to avoid what would be certain death.
We entered our rooms before the free fall. Thank you. very
Whatever.
much.
It was still going to be a free fall. And as you got into the raccoon mansion, Toki opened the door as the door handle popped back on after had previously falling off. And as she opened the door, she found herself in a cave, in a sort of strange ruin. And as the rest of you began to exit your doors, you came into the same ruin where you discovered an odd tapestry painted in what you, at first you thought was red ink, but later discovered was blood, of a vertical open eye. Toki sending an SOS signal down the stone hallway, getting an SOS signal back, and then a message from what you thought may have been your gnome friend, letting you know that you were in the Chimera's nest. Desperate to save him, you all began to run down, or not run down, but begin to traverse down this hallway, only to be met with a shadow of the gnome explaining that you had to be fast and it had to get out because the Chimera was on the hunt. Most of you thought of that this was a little bit fishy and stopped to do a bit of an insight check. Sylvia, on the other hand, continued on down the hallway, though thanks to Kylus's command, stopped any sort of harm coming to her. She sent out the
Dad voice.
Sent
dad
out
concerned dad voice.
the light from her ring in order to reveal that gnome shadow wasn't a gnome shadow. Wasn't a shadow at all. And then we we all sat witness to Kylus's inner turmoil as a voice slowly picked and prodded at his mind and tormented him and threatened the lives of both Asha and Sylvia. The entire time telling them to wake up. Kylus finally giving in to a fit of rage, opening up this vertical eye on their forehead, blood beginning to stream out of it as the flesh began to rip open. And as this happened, all of you no longer found yourselves in this cave, but in the hilly region of the continent at night. Cool wind blowing through a open dark blue sky, and off in the distance you can see the remnants of one of the crashed cages from the skyway. As you looked above and you saw that it wasn't just one cage, but the entire line itself had been severed. Though, for a couple of you, your location, the impending doom of multiple Skyway riders and whatnot isn't your main concern right now. As we open up today, Kylus, what is going through your mind at the moment?
Mixed emotions. Part of it is fear, anger, he's not in a good place right now because he knows what's going on and he doesn't like it that there's people around. So yeah, I would say at this point, because of how he was left originally, I would say he's still on his knees, still with that blood kind of smeared down his forehead. As of course, at this point, everyone can see that vertical eye split open, that is bordered perfectly around the tattoo he had on his forehead.
And this eye,
he's just breathing heavy.
This eye seems to be darting around and like looking at the location and all of you, seemingly on its own.
So seeing how then the eye appeared, a bunch of blood ran down Kylus's face, Asha's probably going into work mode and just moving in to inspect the wound and see if it needs healing, if it needs bandaging, if it needs, and starting to wipe up just kind of talk to Kylus as she does, kind of same way a nurse would to bedside.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Do that. So that's gonna be a 19.
A 19. It doesn't look like it needs any sort of treatment. It just seems that, you know, when you open up an old scab and a little bit of blood sort of comes out afterwards. It's sort of like that. It looks like an old scab has just been pulled open.
So I'll probably pull out like a few rags or whatever I have on me just to start cleaning up the blood on his face and be like, well, it doesn't look too bad. I don't think you're gonna need any kind of healing. It should get better in a few days.
At that
I'm
point,
not-
he would just cut you off and be like, "Just please back away from me, please."
We're gonna get you
And
cleaned
then-
up first.
Tokumi is gonna
I'm
look at
fine.
Asha and go, "Is that normal?"
Never seen that happen before. I'm not sure what kind of entity we just ran into, but usually entities of that kind of power have some sort of telepathic abilities. I'm assuming some sort of deal was made or something happened. And she's not moving away from Kylus at all. She's
When you s-
ignoring his
when you
statements
say
back
when
away.
you say deal, she just goes, "He made a deal with a demon? I thought he was clergy."
I'm not sure that was a demon. But whatever it was clear I wanted him to do something in exchange for our lives. Look over at Kylus, and I'm still there trying to clean up the blood on his face. Kylus? Is that what happened?
No. Nothing of the sort. I don't want to trouble you all with it. This is why I don't get near people. Bad things happen.
How many times do I have to tell you there's no such thing as bad luck? Bad things happen to people all the time.
You are going to die.
People die all the time.
Not if I can help it.
So you want to tell us why you had your tattoo suddenly became an eyeball?
I disguised it as a tattoo. It's always been there.
Oh.
Oh, it's a racial thing.
No.
I mean, I've never met another Aragonasi with a third eye, so...
It's an Ifrit that has a hold of my soul. Tricked me. And now I'm trying to undo it before I become his slave. None of you would have happened to know of the name Harak, would you?
Rojan?
Nope.
Nope.
Nobody
Not good.
nobody
I
here
know. Yuck.
nobody here, given their backgrounds or anything, would have any inclination as to who that is.
But if we're dealing with an Ifrit, I mean... I guess no, they're usually not close with their children anyway, so I guess finding other Ganasis of his kind would not help.
No.
How
They are selfish, cruel creatures. This is not the
No.
first time this has happened.
most of the Jinn are?
Let's just say that I was betrayed, tricked, and now have this mark to remind me that he has a hold of my soul until I can figure out how to release myself from it.
How long has he had it?
5 years?
Sounds like
Going
this
on
might
5 years.
sounds like this might be something very important to handle. You said there's a consequence if he has it too long, right?
Let's just say that I've been trying to keep it closed for a long time because when it opens, he has more control.
Well,
not over my body, more influence, you could say.
what if we put something over the eye? Would that work?
It
I can bandage it up as if it's a wound.
it will close eventually.
Okay.
It's just when it closes, it blends in to my skin, which is why the tattoo helps. So people don't just see a mark. Kind of obvious if you see something going up like this.
Is there a time limit for when you have to retrieve your soul?
Technically, no. Technically, yes.
Fair. It is.
The
It's a
Freets.
shin.
Harak has time. Technically, so do I, but that time has consequences. It's very early for me, but I've been trying to get rid of it, as well as track down what this is. It was an orb that me and my brethren found, and the orb absorbed into me. And turns out it was in Nefrit's eye.
I'm assuming it was this rock's eye.
He goes by the name Harak.
Well, sounds very problematic. I'm not sure what I
I'm
can do
still
to help,
missing.
but
There's, unless you can find a way to get rid of it. I'm trying to still find a couple of the missing members of my brethren that what happened that day, and just a lot.
I mean, next time we're in town, I can lend some aid in trying to do some research or ask around people in my own circles to see if they've seen your brethren. I'll lend aid however I can.
The problem is we need to find things connected to relics and temples, which is why your endeavor was so intriguing to me. Hoping perhaps I can find some answers from your city, but nothing so far.
We have to first be able to enter the city. Sure, when we get back, there'll be another call to go and check on it. Soon.
Perhaps. Although, I'm trying to look a little bit here and there, because this temple specifically was on the edge of the dust storm.
I mean, what happens if we just poke it out?
You don't think I tried tearing it out? You can't.
Do you know who this temple was associated with, or was it with the Freight himself?
There was no name attached to it. So, his name, anything associated with any jinn, was hidden or a mystery to us. There's nothing. All I know is that we stumbled across this temple, found this orb, and my brethren started slaughtering each other. Tried to get the orb out. I'm not going to say I was the only survivor because there were a couple bodies not accounted for in that temple when I went back. And I'm searching. Though I didn't find anything else in that temple.
My only fear is that if we do end up returning to my city, it's a newer ruin. I'm not sure if it'd have anything associated.
It was worth trying.
But then again, it didn't land exactly where it was supposed to go, so it could have landed on top of something. There should be some, or something could be nearby that caused disruptions in the magical fields. Possibilities, right?
It was something. But now you know why I don't like being around people. Because of this. Bad things tend to happen.
Asha just sighs at you again. Shakes her head.
I had bad luck before it. It just got worse. With consequences.
Everyone has bad luck. You don't cause bad luck. It happens to people. Shitty things happen to good people. Shitty things happen to bad people. It happens all the time.
Especially here.
Well,
You're gonna claim it's your bad luck that brought the chimera that knocked off this thing off the cable when it's only happened a few times before?
not necessarily saying it was my luck that caused it, just bad luck in general tends to happen around me. Saw that eye roll. Saw that.
Bad luck in general happens to everyone.
Well, it's happened to me my whole life. I'm just used to it.
And events usually happen when bad luck happens. You can usually find a silver lining.
And as you are talking about bad luck and the chimera, wait, what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
And everything like that, a large winged beast flies overhead as its large shadow just drags across like the moonlit plain as you catch a glimpse of the chimera as it flies over you, almost as if it like seemingly doesn't even notice you're down there as it begins to fly off due west.
Isn't west back towards the chasm?
Yep. Well, the southwest is the direction of the chasm.
Where are we on the map? Like the marker?
If I were to go to the map and I would go to the area where you all are at. I don't know why this thing is always zoomed in so freaking much.
Right?
Because it's giant.
Every time.
And we love it.
I refuse to make them smaller.
They
Actually-
will always be 7,000 pixels by
Actually,
7,000 pixels.
Give me one of you who's proficient in survival, please give me a survival roll. Because you don't know where exactly you're at right now, because you were in a cave.
I can do that.
Oh,
Can I
yeah.
assist?
I'm proficient in survival.
Un
Can I,
momento.
can I assist for advantage because I am proficient?
Don't
Sure.
need it.
Sure.
I got a 24.
Christ. Okay.
Okay.
This is the thing he does.
That's true. He is the
So-
wandering monster hunter.
So,
Yeah.
Max,
Mhm.
you assume that you are within like this area right here.
Oh, good.
Oh,
And the chimera
Oh wow.
that's actually not bad. That's kind of where
is
we wanted to be,
flying
but
off
what are
in
the
this
other creatures?
direction.
Oh. That's not bad.
As you
But
see,
he's flying
bad.
away from us.
as you see him fly away, and it's like as soon as he's almost out of sight, you see him dip down as he goes to land.
Interesting. So,
You gauge
well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
maybe about a half mile from where you're at the moment.
Okay. Well, The thing we came here for is about a half mile that way. Um,
So
how
we're
do
not too
we
terribly far.
how do we feel about still making that happen?
What time of day is it, Rojan?
It's nightfall.
Night.
Moon
I mean,
is up in the sky. It's nice, beautiful moonlit
Yeah.
night.
It's high moon.
I mean, I don't have dark vision. Do we really want to hunt this thing down in the pitch dark?
It's not
And
pitch dark. The plains are moonlit. It is a night to where you can easily wander without having any sort of worries that you're going to be lost in darkness.
Really?
Yeah.
Full moons are bright as fuck.
Especially when
sky's
you have
clear.
multiple ones.
Especially when you're in the desert.
Especially when you're on a world that has multiple moons.
That too.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah, wah. Yep.
I will defer to your judgment. Do we still want to track the monster down, or let it be for the night, make camp?
How are y'all feeling? And when she says that, she looks at Silas in particularly.
Wait, who?
Look at who?
Look
Well,
at who?
she asks, "How are we all feeling?" And then while she says that, she's looking at Silas.
Who's
Oh,
Silas?
Silas. I was like, who's Silas?
Oh.
Oh, Silas.
Sorry, I did not
I
put
was
the
like,
two that doesn't
wait.
the same name.
I didn't either. I was like, wait a minute, do we get a companion?
We had a shared blonde moment. It's okay.
We
The
did.
man
It's
with
okay.
the
It's all
C
good.
name.
He will finally get to his feet and he'll say, I'm good, but perhaps this is an opportunity to just rest for the night, lest we be caught off guard by anything else wandering in the desert.
I mean, if we push on too long, we'll just exhaust ourselves. We do need rest.
I say we find a spot that's maybe not too terribly out in the open, even next to a dune is something. See what we can find for a moment. And
Are there any hard rocks or, stone outcroppings, Rojan, where we are?
You are in a rather hilly area right now.
Oh, I know, but I mean,
I can make a sandcastle for us.
is it just desert, blasted land? Like, what's the actual terrain like? Because I see there's
Plains.
hills, but is it?
It's like
Okay.
you're like in like a hilly plain area right now.
Okay, cool. Okay, I wasn't sure because the cities have green, and outside the cities is matte beige. So I wasn't sure if they were blasted deserts or not.
No, it's not blasted desert. It's like a combination of. In some areas, it's like wasteland, like you said, a blasted land. In other areas, there are vegetation and vibrant growth. It just depends on where you're at. These hills, though, seem to be teeming with life.
Okay. I am going to take the heel of my boot, and I'm going to drag it such that I draw a large rectangle on the floor, and I'm going to try my doorknob and see if I can access my room.
And you try to do that, and it does not work.
I'm wondering if part of the problem is the shifting sands.
Hmm.
Well, we'll just have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've never had one of these weird doorknob thingies before, so.
I mean, neither have I, but if you have to draw the door and open and reopen, it makes sense that it wouldn't want to be on something that shifts.
Magic's not my thing.
That's fine. We can.
Sorry, out of character, if I remember the mechanic, it has to be on some sort of flat surface, correct? Or against another door.
Has to be again.
Or
It
a
has to be
wall.
wood or stone, and it has to be some sort of like foundational material in order for it to
Okay.
operate as a door.
Got it. Okay.
We will set
We'll
up
also,
camp for the night.
we also
I
carry
will-
bricks of wood with us.
Yeah. I will make us a fire. Kalis, would you so kindly join me for the first watch?
Gladly.
And then
Good.
Tokumi goes, "Damn it, all the meat's in my room."
I can at least
Good
make
thing we
you some-
got them ration jerkies.
I also have some cupcakes if you want something different flavored, or and I do plan on making some tea.
I mean, anybody who has a survival skill,
I want to try hunting.
could, like I said, could go hunting.
I want to try hunting. You said this area is teeming with life, so.
Do you have any hunting tools?
I'm a hunting tool.
My fists are hunting tools.
Well, I don't disagree that you can do some decent bludgeoning damage.
I have my chakram, and I have.
Okay, you have your
and I
chakram.
have-
Your chakrams are not fine enough because you can chuck those at something. I was gonna say, like, we're not gonna do hunting like I do in Once Human and run up it with a deer and bludgeon it to death with a torch.
How do you know
Why
I did
not?
that in 7 days and I run into hordes of zombies?
Why not? That seems perfectly logical to me.
Max does have a longbow for.
Don't mind me, just eating some good berries, and no one gives a fuck about the druid.
This is true. Druid does have good berries.
Again, Tokumi doesn't really know magic, so she's not going to default to like, oh, the druid can make food.
I mean, Druid could pipe up and just say, "I've got you covered with the good berries."
Yeah, that's true. Drew is just sitting there like popcorn, like I'm just gonna eat all of them. I don't give a shit.
I'd offer you my crossbow.
I
if
can
you
make
want
more.
It as well.
I'm no good with those things.
I got
It's
food
like-
if you guys need it.
Like she goes.
Yeah,
if need be. She
as
goes,
your
if need
druid,
be,
your
I
druid
have
pipes
some
up.
darts.
As your druid pipes up, saying that she has food if you guys need it.
It is, it has been a long day. I don't think any of us are really in the mood for hunting at the moment. So if you would be so kind to share, we would be in your debt.
That sounds great
All
to
right.
me.
Kirk says no.
And what do your good berries
So,
look like,
well,
Crudes?
what do they look like?
Oyster shooters.
Well, I mean, everybody tends to have their own little cosmetic look to what their good berries look like.
My
In-
Christmas
So,
cobalt did the gumdrops.
Yep.
This is gonna be really fucked up.
It's got it has to be something that's
have you ever-
bite size.
Yep.
It's
Has to be-
bite size. It's just visually kind of fucked up.
I mean, with
You ever seen how?
how what?
You ever seen how certain sharks are born? They're in this corkscrew sack.
Yeah,
Are you
their
feeding
eggs
us
are
placebo
their eggs are
or
corkscrew
placebo?
shaped.
Placenta? Are you feeding
Yeah,
us
they're like corkscrew.
shark placenta?
Or is it
No,
more like
it's
roe?
just the eggs.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like roe.
The
giant
the
roe.
like little corkscrew eggs. Yeah.
Oh, yep, love
No,
that.
it's just corkscrews. That's what they are. She pulls out and be like, "Here you go." Pulls out corkscrews. They got like little leaves coming out.
I want to Google
Ryan-
this, but I don't want to Google this.
Ryan is not super thrilled with this visual. Max doesn't give a shit. He'll eat anything.
And as Max, you pop it in your mouth. It's 100% completely tasteless, but you get all of your required food and water that you need for the day.
Dope.
I will take one of the good berries. I'm still going to make tea.
You also restore 1 hit point.
It's true. They also restore 1 HP.
I will gladly take one
I'll take one.
and thank her.
Thank you. This is a weird
That'll
looking
help.
ration.
That'll be pretty pretty.
I mean, that's the great
Right.
thing. That's the great thing about having a druid in your party. You will never go hungry.
That's true.
Like she bites it, and she just like.
You're full. I mean, it's lacking taste. I mean,
I know. Well, the thing is, like, well, she
Tofu.
does. She does have the chef feet, so being full on a tasteless morsel is kind of, it doesn't sit right with her. She's
Gotta
like,
be natural.
yes, I'm full, but
at what
there's
cost?
at what at what culinary cost am I full? I mean, this is just like, oh, it's like, really? It's like,
In 5 or so minutes,
As
you'll be
part
offered a cup of
the
tea. There's
question,
your
like,
flavor.
what are these?
I'll help build camp too.
Okay.
Just like do a fire pit and all that stuff to the best of my
Yeah.
ability.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a sand castle and become a sand shark.
There is no sand here.
it's plains.
That kind of desert. At one point though,
Sand shark.
Kylus will go over to Sylvia and be like, Sylvia, do you have a moment to talk?
I do? How can I help you?
I just wanted to clear the air for a bit. What happened back at the cave? Just so you know the difference. That wasn't me giving you an order. That was concern. Panicked concern, I guess you could say, with how sudden it was. But it was not an order.
Oh, when you told me to stop.
Yes.
I understand.
Do you?
I'm not sure if I fully understand, but I think I understand what you're saying now.
Not because I want to control you or anything. It was simply concern for your safety, and I feel like I have to explain this, but I just want to make sure, because of your trauma, that it wasn't because I was trying to make you feel like every decision I'm making for you is for your safety. It was moments like that where it was me just trying to be protective, making sure that you're okay, not ordering you around or making you feel like you had to listen. But I'm glad you did, so you didn't get hurt.
It was a command that came from a place of concern, not a place of control.
Exactly.
I understand.
Good. Just something you may have to understand, especially if we continue on as a group, not just me, but anyone else. You can start spotting differences, I'm sure, over time between someone trying to command and control you over concern or a place of friendship, if you will.
It's a bit of a foreign concept to me, but I'm beginning to see a difference.
That's good. That's good. And he'll put his hand on your shoulder and just give you a smile. I'm glad you're okay. Glad you all didn't get caught in that crossfire.
you understand that the people around you have concern for you as well, right?
I do.
So try not to push them away.
Harder, better said than done, I guess. It's
I
not that I want to
understand.
push. It's not that I want to push people away. It's with this eye specifically. I've seen some pretty dark things that come from it, and I don't want that to affect people around me, whether it's a stranger or a friend. Kind of difficult for me to do, to be honest, because I actually do enjoy people's company, but I don't want them to get hurt or die because of this.
If it's easier said than done, then maybe start small. Start with one person. Do not push me away. There is no evil that I can do to me that I have not already witnessed far worse of. I'm here to help if you need me. Just say the word.
I appreciate that. I was gonna kill you and Asha, though, and that was not right with me. But I'll try.
If a moment like that presents itself again, where it is a choice to either save yourself or to save me, I want you to save yourself.
He'll tap the emblem on his chest piece and he's like, "You see this right here?
I do.
This is why I can't do that. I know that may come off stupid to some people, but as silly as it sounds, I did take an oath, and I'm not saying that just because I'm part of an order. That's always been my motto, even before the order."
That emblem is exactly why I'm asking you to do that, should that moment present itself again. I know you have an oath, but I mean, you know as much about Herona and what she does as I do, and after everything that has happened, if Herona truly does shepherd our souls into a new life when we die, then I pray that she is merciful enough to let mine fall silent for the remainder of eternity. I'm not afraid to die. There have been days where I have begged for it. So if that opportunity comes again, if that choice comes again, if it's you or me, I want you to choose you.
Again, better said than done. But let's hope that choice doesn't come to us.
Let's hope it doesn't.
Do you want to know a secret?
Yes.
It's going to sound cheesy, but that's why I still have somewhat control over myself. She's been helping me with the eye. And I don't mean I prayed to her and she's been guiding me. I do that too, but I've seen her. She's trying to help. Couple times.
So she is real.
You didn't think she was?
I stopped believing she was.
Mm.
I know that's almost blasphemous for someone like me to say, but I, I used to pray to her when I was first taken, and I prayed to her all the time. I pleaded with her to, free me from that. Prayed to her every day, and then every week, and then every month, and eventually those prayers they turned to curses, damning her for letting me live the life I was. But then even those curses eventually fell silent when I never heard from her. So to hear that she is real and she is out there and she is helping people, that's, I guess, some form of comfort at least.
I understand why you would think that. I who knows if I went through what you went through. Might have done the same thing. Obviously I can't speak for a goddess why she does what she does. But I guess you could say whether it was part of her plan or just fate in general. You're out now and we're going to protect you from that ever happening again.
You may not be able to speak for her, but you do represent her, and I think you're doing a really good job with that.
Thank you. I'm hoping to be your champion someday once I'm worthy.
I think you already are.
Have a ways to go. But I'll get there. I won't falter from it.
I know you won't.
Now go grab a berry. I know it's not your normal food, but it'll at least make you full.
I also was wondering, completely separate from everything we just talked about. Do you think I should be concerned about the severed hand?
Yeah, we haven't unpacked that, have we?
No, I was gonna take a closer
No.
look to it on the Skyway,
Yeah.
but then
Yeah.
all of that happened.
I I so mm, usually when you come across severed things, severed body parts, usually is either some form of a curse, necromancy, or just bad timing. So if you have a way to figure that out, at least you'll determine if it's one of the three.
Maybe I'll make some time tonight before I go to sleep to take a closer look at it.
Yeah, yeah, that might be a good idea. He'll pat her on the shoulder and go back to the rest.
Okay. So as everyone settles down for the night, is anyone doing anything? Is there any tasks you need to get, any short tasks you need to get done before you head to bed?
If I have 2 hours, there's 2 things I'd like to do, but if I don't have 2 hours, then I'll do one of the 2 things.
I'll say you have about an hour downtime before you have to go to bed.
Okay. I will use that time to examine this severed hand.
Okay.
See if I can
I'll do the same
discern
with the
any
helm.
properties or anything from it.
You discern everything that you can from it. As this severed hand, in and of itself, is just that, a severed hand. Taken from some unknown soldier from some unknown battlefield in some unknown part of the world. But it's a clean cut, and the hand is surprisingly well preserved.
Is it a Knoll's hand?
No.
Ah, dang it.
In its current form, or in its current condition, it's completely useless to you. You're just carrying around a well-preserved arm, or hand plus forearm. Let's call it that. But if you were to cut off your own arm, like matching around where the sever point is on that forearm, and attach it to yourself, you would gain complete control of it. And by complete control, I mean you can willingly detach the arm from your body and still and still have full motor control and everything over it. Up to 60 feet.
Oh my god. You're gonna think Adams this shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you detach this arm from yourself, it hovers in midair, 10 feet off the ground, and you're able to wield weaponry or do other basic tasks with it. With that said,
that's cool.
With that said, you don't need line of sight of it in order for you to control it. As long as it's within 60 feet, you're able to still control it. Granted, if it's behind cover or anything, it falls under the effects of, blind fighting and the like.
Yeah. The process of attaching it, is that something that just happens when it's held up to the stump, or is there?
It's pretty much just hack, put, and it will do what it needs to do.
Good to know. Not going to do that right now, but I'm certainly going to be thinking about it.
I guess I'll go. After Asha drops off tea with everyone and she's walking around, she gives everyone a cup of jasmine tea. Calming jasmine tea. Especially after the afternoon we had. It feels like it's needed. If I still have the time after dropping off tea to everyone, I'd like to use my crochet needles.
Okay. And what do you...
I'm making a cat. She wants it could be a cat.
Any type of cat, or
like a house
How
cat.
dare you?
Just a house cat?
Just a cat.
No specific breed, just a generic stuffed animal cat.
Tabby cat.
Tabby cat.
Attack my duck with that cat.
As you take your hour and you use crochet needles to make a little tabby cat, and it has the exact same effects as the duck does.
All right. I think I wrote down what the duck did.
Is there a CR restriction to the beast that we create?
Not really, because it doesn't assist you in combat. It's gonna be like a little
beast, medium or small.
Yep.
It's a support tool.
It's a support tool. It's not.
All it is.
It's not, some sort of battle companion or anything like that.
It's a pet that will never ever die. It is immortal.
You pretty much have an emotional support, sentient stuffed animal.
Okay, I lied. I did not write down what it did. I'll have to go look it up.
I even sent it to you.
What the?
Yeah. Magic yarn can turn into an animal companion up to medium size. Must be a beast or animal. It is permanent. You can only make one. They cannot die, and they're strictly just to be there.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm
you can't use them for battle or anything. You could probably use it as a distraction, but that's probably it.
Well, not because that would be the same thing. That would be the 8 action.
You're about to be bitten by something. Just toss the item into its mouth so it can't bite down. It's indestructible.
When I see Asha do that, I'm going to follow suit, but I am going to make a an owl.
Okay.
I respect that.
Does it match the color of the yarn, or does it like become an actual owl?
It matches the
Like,
color, like it's yarn. It's the color of the yarn. It
Okay.
is
We're making
literally.
Yarny.
It's literally a crocheted stuffed animal. Is all it is.
So do we all have the same color yarn? Do we think about the colors? Like
The
what's deal
colors,
with
the
yarn?
colors will match in order to like, as much as possible, be able to take on the appearance of the animal that you're the animal that you've created. So it's like if you like how there is a duck. Well, it's not going to be a gray duck. It's going to look like a normal duck, or as close as possible, just like the tabby cat.
I am doing owl. I'm thinking white as I'm doing the owl.
Okay.
I don't know if that's gonna affect it or not, but
So you're making a little snow owl.
Snowy egret.
yep, I'm making a headwig.
Okay. Good thing it's indestructible.
I know.
Unlike Hedwig.
That's why I'm making it, because it's indestructible. You
Unlike
can't take
Hedwig.
it from me. Can't take it from me.
Oh,
Spoilers!
I could take it away from you. I mean,
You can't destroy it.
Been 10 years.
Fox's eyes, and you're like, I can take it away from you. He was like, no.
No,
That's
because
like-
I have something really cute planned. Please don't take it away from me.
Don't take my stuffy away.
so is there anything anybody else
It's
wants to do with their hour of downtime before we go into watches? Roots.
Oh, no.
Yes. I would like to take the time to inspect this helm finally.
As you inspect this helm,
Okay.
a bit of morbid dread starts to wash over you as you realize what you have to do in order to activate it.
Okay.
In order to activate this helm, you must first die wearing the helm.
That's not hard. That's not hard for you. That's not hard.
Give it like an episode. A little long
I mean,
overdue.
right now it is. It
After-
is hard
Afterwards,
because of that card.
afterwards, you transcend death as your
Okay.
soul becomes attuned to this mask. And unless the mask is destroyed, if you die, you will self-resurrect in 3 days.
I become Jesus. Let's go.
Jesus?
It-
It's a phylactery. It's a phylactery.
I'm
Oh
so
my
mad right
God.
now.
Oh shit.
Because you want that?
No, it's just like, so he already had an extra life,
Yeah.
and
From the
now
temple.
he has a fucking phylactery also.
He
Look,
cheated. And he's not even a lich. He cheated. He cheated the
Right?
system.
Witches have to go through all this bullshit to get their phylactery, and here you just have one. look, here's why I see it. Roach is just helping Zoro out. Zoro was so mad about having to draw the anchor.
This
Now-
is
So the character
true.
won't die.
Thank
so
you.
I
Thank
will
you.
I will
He
say
was-
this.
he was gonna help.
There are other effects to this mask that are currently locked,
Okay.
and they will be known to you after the mask has been activated.
I mean, he has to die twice. Once for the card.
So,
once
so I have
to
a
activate this.
question. Can I pull like a Magic the Gathering effect? So like, if I die, can I have the mask go off first instead of the card?
Nope.
No deck
You
of
wanna
anything?
use the stack?
No, you can't use the
Wanna
stack.
use the stack again? Oh come on! I gotta die twice for this shit.
Now you have
I'm gonna go find a hill. Can I find a hill?
now I remind you, the divine intervention card that you pulled is not just for resurrection. You have the service of a god At any point in time that you wish, you can call them down.
Every cleric's wet dream.
Yeah.
I got a plan for that.
This mask sounds incredible, but for all we know, it could also be like uber cursed.
It probably is.
It turns you into a lich, so yes. Right there
You
is
know
a
me
curse.
for how many years? Do I care about curses?
Oh, I'm not saying you have to care about it. I'm just saying there could be another side to this coin that we aren't seeing yet.
A demi-lich.
I heard coin. Let's go.
Anyone else want to do anything with their hour? I think all there's left is Spiffy. And maybe Zorro? I don't think you two did anything.
No. He reserved his right to get something at Bimmy's at a later time. So I didn't get anything from there. Actually, you know what? Yes. He would like to, because I said I was going to do this, try to turn his little glowy stone into like a little, kind of like a pendant, more like a keychain, if you will.
The glowy stone.
A glowy stone, yeah, his little glowy rock that he got
Episode 1.
The
from episode 1.
The geode?
Geode.
It's a little geode.
Oh,
yeah.
it's not little. It is not little. It's like nightlight
Geode?
size. Yeah, it's like geode. So unless you're gonna unless you're gonna put a giant chain on
I
it.
can fit it in my hand.
Yeah, it's like hand size. But unless you like
Flavor
you're gonna,
Flav!
yeah, I was gonna say unless you get a giant chain and wear it like Flavor Flav, there is no way that you're gonna make this a necklace.
We can rock that bling.
Well, I didn't say a necklace. I said like a keychain, so he can have it on a strap.
That's
and
a
hold
pretty
it up,
big
sort of
fucking
thing.
keychain.
Well,
I mean,
maybe
he could try to hang it from like his
The
belt,
belt.
like the lantern from Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm.
It was
That
really
way-
funny.
A belt
He said
lantern.
nightlight size. I immediately thought of the blue
I mean,
nightlight.
if it has a decent hardness, you can have it turn into a flail head.
look, I'm just thinking of like Raya, Disney's movie Raya with the little glowy stone, and I'm just like, I would like to have something semi-secure that I could just strap to my belt or something.
Yeah,
so.
like you can most definitely do that, though you're gonna have to do that in town because you do not have access to a forge or anything like that to work on it.
I can't use like leather straps or a jeweler's kit or anything.
You gotta
Not
do
out,
it,
not
that geode.
outside. Like that's something that is going to require
Watch
the
me.
use of a workshop.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Okay, then no. Nothing for me.
I didn't have anything for before watch started.
Okay.
But I did want to have a conversation on watch though.
Okay. Then I will say first watch will take place. Some of you
Volunteer for second watch, just so we know who's going next.
Okay. Do I have a third watch?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Look at
Okay.
me and do third watch.
Okay, Tokumi and Karsha. Okay. And if Sylvia wants to do a fourth, Sylvia can do a fourth.
Yep. Yeah, she'll take fourth watch.
Okay. So first watch is Max and Kylus. Before you have your conversations, can I get survival rolls from the both of you?
Yes.
21.
I too got 21.
Okay, perfect. Since you guys are having a conversation, I only have one question.
Mm-hmm.
What is your passive perceptions?
Oh.
Well-
I'm not used to this. I'm not used to 10. 10. 10.
Max?
12.
Okay. Go ahead and have your conversation.
That's not ominous.
Yeah,
I like
no.
how he said that.
Sir Kalis, I'm glad we have the opportunity to talk. You,
I do too, actually.
you know that I am a monster hunter by trade,
Hmm.
and if you are in need of that service for, your problem,
Hmm.
I freely offer my sword to you.
Do you know what you're getting yourself into when you say that? What an Efreet is.
Eh, I do not care. The,
Why?
the, you're likely not the only person he's hurting, and it is
Hmm.
very likely that, left to its own devices, more people will be hurt.
True.
I also wanted to wait until everybody else was asleep, because I did not want this to be misconstrued with what I am about to say.
Alright.
Is that if it does ever become too much for you and your god to handle, I will kill you if that is what you need of me. I say this not as a threat.
Oh, understandable.
I say this as a promise to a friend.
I appreciate that, Max. To be honest, deep down, I probably would want someone to do that because I would rather die if it means no one else gets harmed. So I do appreciate that. Thank you.
You are a kind soul, and I am sorry that this has happened to you.
I appreciate that. As I mentioned before, my whole life I've had bad luck and just learned to roll with it. But ever since this came into my life, it's been worse. And I don't mean tripping over something with a domino effect or, you know, anything like that. It's I have blood on my hands, and I don't mean that to clarify so no one feels scared. It's not me losing control and killing anyone. It's just something horrible has happened around me because of it, ending up in the deaths of others. So, why I'm hesitant being around people, but I have to admit, this is the first time I've been around others when the eye was active, and none of you tried to kill me or betray me or anything like that, which is wonderful and confusing because I've known some of you a long time, some for a little bit of time. Nice to know that people like that exist. Don't just turn to judgment, you know?
Mm-hmm. You, in my line of work, you learn to differentiate what is actually the monster before you hunt it. This is not you. There may be a day where that changes. And if that does happen, I will be right beside you. But in the meantime, we're out here to do a job, and there's no one I would rather be by my side.
You know, I feel the same. I felt. It may be weird to say because, again, we've only known each other for a short time, but Even something simple as being in that cave and how quickly we sort of watched over the group and each other just seemed natural. It was nice. It's been a long time since I've had someone who's had my back. And the order does, but it's different. I like it.
It's a bit more heads off.
It
I gotcha.
is. I mean, I don't know if it was the eye that did it or what, but my brethren were trying to kill me, and I know for a fact that was the eye, but what happened to me could have been someone being in control of the eye or under its control. It's hard to say, but just nice to have someone not trying to do that to me for a change. So I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
If you don't mind me asking, since we're on this topic, why did you get into monster hunting?
My parents are loggers by trade. When they go out to harvest the magic wood, they need people to protect them. I was no good at cutting down trees, but turns out I'm pretty alright at hunting. It's not a
That's
long
pretty
story.
good. Well, no, but sometimes even the simple story is interesting enough that you want to do it to help your parents. And it turned into something more by trade and profession, which is handy. A lot of monsters out there, a lot of people need help, so.
It's true, I've been busy.
So as the two of you are having this conversation, with your combined 21s in survival, and even with your horrible passive perceptions, you realize something is legitimately wrong around you. It's night, but the moon's position hasn't changed. No time seems to have moved at all.
Is it just me, or does it feel like the light has not moved?
I was going to say, it feels like we have been talking for quite a while. Not that, again, not having a lovely conversation. But yeah, it's weird.
No sense of time has been moved. Don't suppose an illusion?
What, like the cave again?
Possibly. On a much more massive scale.
Well,
take a look.
You're not freaking out and bleeding, so maybe it's not that bad.
Is my eye closed by now?
Did you close it?
I would say yeah. I would say at this point. So it looks just like a tattoo.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't though.
Oh, it doesn't anymore?
There is a very visible like line, like in like the center of your forehead. That like if anybody
got, like, emo hair going on.
If anybody were to like just like try to like make out your facial features, they would definitely see it.
Okay, I got slight emo hair that just covers part of it. It's okay. It's cool. Maybe people will think it's a loose hair. We'll find out.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna use another charge of my oil and coat one of my scimitars with fire.
Okay.
And you just kind of hold it up like a torch, trying to extend how far I can see.
As you do that and you hold the torch up, your fire casts no light around you.
Son of a bitch.
You can still see because of the
The
moonlight,
full moon. Yeah.
but any extra light from a fire doesn't seem to generate any extra light.
Cool.
But does
Can
it cast
I-
extra light?
No, it's fire.
I'm gonna go ahead and kind of hold up my hand and just detect magic.
What's the range of detect magic?
That's a good question. Detect magic is from myself 30 feet radius.
There's nothing within 30 feet of you that is technically generating its own magical essence, though you get like a faint flicker of magic all around you. Though
Something's going on here.
almost an illusion is what you're getting. Some form of illusionary magic.
Would I know if it's due to either a creature or perhaps it's something that's common in this area?
Go ahead and give me
Like a mirage, if you will.
Arcana roll.
Can I do Arcana? I can do Arcana. It's not the greatest, but I can do Arcana.
That's good. I can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, 16.
16. You don't think it's any sort of mirage.
Okay.
And you don't really recall hearing of any local creature that can generate an illusion as large as this. If you would have to guess, it was probably, best case scenario, it's an item or it's something that's enchanted in the area. Worst case scenario, you are near the proximity of a creature or being that you would not want to be around at the moment.
Oh, fuck me running.
So after kind of getting the sense, and he's kind of moving his hand around. Well, not moving his hand around. He has to move, but he's moving around, kind of doing a perimeter check, if you will. He's gonna come back to Max and go, definitely illusionary, but there's either an item or a creature triggering it. And at this magnitude, it's gotta be a powerful creature or item. But we're also near the area of those mines where that one creeping shadow might be, and it does sneak up on its victims. This could be it, but it could be something else entirely.
Yeah,
As at this
they
point,
didn't-
I have my sword and shield up, just like, the fuck.
Yeah, they didn't really elaborate on what they meant by the creeping shadow. But this, at the very least, probably not the Chimera. So we got that going for us.
Well, that's good to know, at least.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is something else.
Should we go ahead and rouse the others?
As you say that, the rest
That's
of you
it.
have not been able to get to sleep.
Oh god, they heard our bro talk.
You are completely restless, as almost it's like you haven't really spent a lot of energy today. You feel like you have energy still in your body, as if like it were midday.
Would we still have been able to get a short rest at least? So we
Yes.
can spend some hit die.
Yes, technically you would still be able to get a short rest because you are still doing nothing.
I hate it here.
Fucking Gary. Just kidding.
Oh, you would know if it's Gary.
Yeah, I know. Eyeballs in the sky. Yeah. Let's see here. So are we all just like out and about, or is it just
No, you
like,
got you guys like
we're all
those
in
of you who aren't like on watch did try to lay down and get rest, but sleep didn't come. You got a short rest, but it's just definitely doesn't feel like one of those times where it's bedtime just yet.
And-
Oh,
oh,
go
sorry.
ahead.
I was going to suggest if someone can humor me and kind of shoot something into the sky, and I want to like smack the ground with my anchor.
To do what?
I don't know. I just really feel like for some reason, that we may be on a creature or something.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's what like I'm feeling like if something's doing like this kind of illusionary type of thing or something, I feel like we're either still in danger in a way. So I feel like if I can smack the ground and I'm on top of a creature and it makes a reaction, well, or shoot into the fucking sky and maybe something passes through. I don't know. That's just my thought process right now.
I'm going to take inspiration for that.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, if you're asking us to shoot something else aside, I can shoot a crossbow bolt up.
Okay. So as you shoot the crossbow bolt up and Karsha brings the anvil down on the ground, there's no sort of like painful reaction or anything like that. The anchor just digs down into the earth. And then the crossbow bolt flies up into the sky. And it goes up probably about a good 80 or so feet, as it seems to pass through the night sky. And as it does that, a small ripple covers the sky as you see, just for a brief second, a small purplish pillar of light going up into the heavens itself before the ripples calm down and it fades away. That purplish light coming from the same area where the Chimera touched down.
Wasn't expecting that, but I think that Chimera might be our problem.
Are you saying this to everyone?
And when the sky ripples,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What's
When
up?
the sky ripples, other than the pillar, do we see anything else? Like, can we tell if it's... No, just the pillar.
And as like the it hits the as it like hits the pinnacle, like just like the max distance it can go, begins to fall back down as it pierces back through that night veil again. It does another ripple as you see the beam again.
So do we have to leave this area or perhaps hunt this chimera before we can rest?
Well, first things first, we need to play a round of lawn darts as this arrow's coming down on our heads. Kidding.
Quick, everybody make a dex save. I'm joking. Don't make a dex save.
Long darts.
Tuck and roll.
Right. Well, why don't we go find where Kylus and Max has set up for their watch and maybe get their opinion on where we go next. I don't feel like I'm worth sleep at all, so we might as well start heading in that direction. It feels like that might be the problem, as Karsha very astutely figured out.
But if we don't
That is
want to leave and we don't want to hunt, I do have some of that sleepy time tea.
Oh
I'm
no.
not sure if we want to be that knocked out in the wilderness.
It's always an option.
I appreciate that, Sylvia. It is a good option to keep in mind that we have. Margot, fine.
Does Callus and Max like see the ripple somehow?
You would all see the ripple.
What's
Okay.
sleepy time tea?
We got it at the confectionery shop. Apparently it puts you to sleep.
It's something we regularly use in the healing hall when we need someone to sleep for a long while. And sleep now.
You
Helps with mania.
so you drug them with tea?
Sometimes it's necessary.
Your customs are weird.
Look, if someone's hurt bad enough that they need to not be moving and they're having terrors or something, you do what you must. You heal the body, they have to heal their own mind.
Healers' halls also often drug people with actual drugs, so tea doesn't seem like a bad option.
I would just knock them out.
How is that better? You're just causing more injuries.
Could give them a concussion.
Well, if you are good enough, you can knock them out without doing much damage.
I don't think the tea does any damage. So if you have to put me to sleep, please use the tea.
I will, Sylvia. I will. I'll more go where I find Max and Kylus and be like, I'm assuming you guys saw that. We cannot sleep. Not feeling tired at all. Should we just head that direction unless you guys want to try and sleep? Everyone's awake over there.
I don't know how much luck we'll have.
Agreed. This doesn't sit right with me because if it's illusionary, whatever's causing it could just blend in and sneak up on us, and I don't like that. We could go deal with the problem.
The problem?
Problem. The problem.
I don't have anything against
Problem.
illusions at this point in time, but so it sounds like dealing with the problem might be the best option.
My bigger concern is us not knowing which problem we are going up against. Because where we landed is very close to potentially two entirely different problems.
Yeah,
That's
fair.
true. Question is which one is causing the problem.
Or worse, what if it is both?
It's really bad.
It would be really bad.
Unfortunately, I think there's only really one option to find out. Unless you have a better idea.
Oh,
Don't suppose anyone has the ability to dispel this illusion.
Those are level 3 spells.
Look, in character, he doesn't know that. What's a level 3? DEFCON 5, what's going on?
Fortunately, I have not studied enough for that spell.
Old-fashioned way
Yes,
then, as Max says.
with swords.
The doilies.
Fucking doilies.
I have an anchor.
Well,
All right. So in that case, we are setting off that way. Should be about half a mile, if it is still where we last saw it.
All right.
Making our way to the desert.
So-
if we
Make it
do
away.
encounter this chimera and are left with no choice but to fight it, I don't suppose anyone was able to discern any sort of strengths or weaknesses that it might have had when it attacked us on the Skyway.
Max
I
just
saw
kind of
lightning.
holds up one of his swords, like,
I would avoid
Most
lightning.
things are susceptible to being stabbed.
Max's strategy is just keep hitting it till it stops moving.
correct. Yes.
Not wrong.
Okay.
Well, we know it can cast lightning, so
Lightning
group
bolt.
up.
So as you all begin to get ready to head out that half mile down the way towards where you saw this chimera land, let's go ahead and take a quick break so we can get up, stretch your legs, all that fun stuff, and we will be right back.
That's gonna get us
And we
boost faster.
are back.
and stuff to make gas.
What the?
And there's
7 days.
several.
7
Why
days.
is there
7 days.
Jar Jar Binks on the screen?
There's also several large desert cities not too far too.
Don't worry about it.
Once we have a car.
I want to say Jar Jar looks derpy, but that's just Jar Jar.
This is Jar Jar.
That's just Jar Jar.
The all-powerful Sith Lord himself.
God damn it.
I would have been down for that if that was true. Would have been
Look,
so down for that.
nobody can convince me otherwise that Jar Jar Binks was not a secret Sith Lord.
Oh, I agree. Yeah. Also,
They have that
Rogan,
new
I apologize.
Lego movie with What If, and it's gonna have Darth Jar Jar in it.
Oh, there we go. I apologize. I think my light is actually going out. So if it suddenly gets dark, I'm trying to use like things that like are bright on my screen, but yeah, my light's going out. Just
it heard you complaining during the Halloween game, so it's like, you know what? Fine, I don't have to be here.
No, please come back. I couldn't sleep till 2 or 3 o'clock that morning. I was like, no.
Halfling
just scared me.
Halfling Wizard Production and It's Cliff Gaming. Thank you for those raids. Sorry you guys had to come in on an AFK screen.
Sorry.
But
oh, you missed the Jar Jar. What's wrong with you guys?
No, they just they were here for the Jar Jar.
They were here for the Jar Jar.
So,
oh, okay. Yay.
as you all begin your half-mile trek.
Trek.
It doesn't take too long for you to come upon this small, I guess you would call it crater or dip in the hilly terrain. As you see the Chimera asleep on this large hill surrounded by a small pool of water. Its bedding looks to be a large slab of just smooth rock. But near the tip of it is this small, almost jet black orb. Every once in a while giving just a small pulse of purple light up into the sky. Given what you've seen before with your experiment with the crossbow bolt, it's safe to assume that that is the cause of this illusionary nightfall around you. Though from where you're at right now, it's not much you can do against this Chimera. It's unfortunately going to require you to get a little bit closer than you may be comfortable with.
So for clarification, there's a small black orb. Where is that centered at?
I'll take you to a map once I get your characters.
That sounds like a great idea. Thank you.
Though what I need is a marching order, so I know what order to put you all in here.
First.
I was gonna say, yeah. Can we be side by side, or is it more of just like a line?
There's definite room to move side by side. This is not a tight area that you have to file down to.
Okay, yeah, I'd be right next to him, shield and sword out.
I want to be not in a direct line with anyone in front or behind me.
Okay, do you want to be up ahead, or do you want to be closer in the back?
In the middle.
Okay.
Just off this side. I already said don't.
I'm gonna be
up.
right on top of Tokumi. I'm just kidding.
I'm right on our shoulders.
Karsha, where were you thinking of going?
I I don't want to be like in far back, but somewhere in between, like back and middle, but not too much in the middle. Somewhat far. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like being cautious.
Far mid.
Far mid.
And then Asha and Sylvia.
Most people are going in the middle, so I guess there has to be back. So I guess I'll be in the back.
And
But
I'll
all the
be
middle people are in the back.
right beside Asha in the back.
Okay. Thank you for that, as I will take you to your map.
Yay.
We're all in the middle, guys. There is no middle.
And I will take chat to the map.
Oh, that is
Pretty.
That's very pretty.
that is very pretty. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Which makes it all the more terrifying. It's the pretty things that hurt you the worst.
How far
Pretty
up
things
is that?
that have a history
How
of hurt.
far up is that orb?
Why I break your heart every day, Tam.
I know.
You're looking at that hill right there, that almost vertical climb that you see in front of you is probably about 60 feet up.
Damn. About 60 feet up. And about 45-ish. So look about 100 feet.
Are we able to see the Chimera from where we're standing?
Yes, you are. Because the Chimera is technically part cat, it's kind of sleeping like a cat does, where it sleeps on the edge of something and has its head hanging off, because why not? It's comfortable, apparently.
The lion head that has to hang off.
Yeah, the lion's
Fuck off and do whatever they want.
yeah, the lion's head is like just like hanging off and just completely asleep. And like the
other
dragon and
two
the
heads
goat are
"Not
just
this
like
shit again."
nestled above it, just like trying to be somewhat comfortable.
They nestle into the mane. Like, okay, fine. If you're gonna sleep like this, we're using your mane as a blanket.
Right.
Is the ground
Yeah.
is the ground like kind of soft? Like,
It's not soft like sand would be.
Gotcha.
It's still dirt.
Gotcha, but it's not like super hard packed.
No, it's not. It's not like you're like on like hard packed brick or anything like that.
So if, say, I wanted to put both of my swords into the ground so where they would be very quick and easy to access while I drew my longbow, would that be a thing that I could do?
Yeah, they can just like easily sink into the earth.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna draw my longbow. All right, everybody. I am going to.
Real fast, how high up is the Chimera? I know, as asked earlier.
It from where you guys are up to like the tippy top is about 60 feet.
Okay.
So, question: when I see that Max is taking out a bow and arrow, just so I want to see if I can get over here behind this bush.
Over where behind the bush?
Over here.
You can't really get in there. It's a bit overgrowth.
Oh, that area is over because it looks like four different bushes.
All
Unless that-
entangled into each other to make.
Unless that's not the intent.
I mean, you can get probably here, but you can't get deeper into here.
Okay, yeah. I want to try and nestle myself amongst that foliage before he takes his shot. And I'm going to say, before you take your shot, and then
Yep.
I'm going to like monk dash over here.
Okay.
And like
Alright.
duck down into the foliage.
You say you're going to monk dash?
Yeah. I'm gonna move and take my action. while we're exploring, which is a dash.
Okay. Can I get a stealth roll from you?
Let's see. Oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, so 16 plus 4 is dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. You are thankfully able to get over there without stepping on any of the broken twigs or anything in the bushes or giving away your location to the chimera, and it is still asleep.
If there are no objections, I am going to wake our guest.
Before you do, real fast, I'm going to pull out a bit of holy water, and I'm going to say a prayer and splash the holy water on Kylus, Max, and Sylvia, and you guys get blessed.
You get a bless. You get a bless.
Everybody gets a bless.
Blessing in the
You would
house.
think from way back
So
here I
blessed.
wouldn't be able to touch either of you with the holy water, but
But
somehow
water
it
balloons.
managed to land on you.
Water balloons.
That's funny because I also have bless.
I was going to
Alright,
say
where the hell's
magic,
my
but
caltrop? There we
water
go.
balloons. It's now water balloons.
All right, so
It's-
Max, before you make that roll,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to need you to give me a charisma saving throw.
Tits. All right.
Damn, son.
Where's my character sheet? That is
Remember, you have bless.
You can't use
Here if you
you cannot use bless for this, by the way.
Oh
Oh.
shit.
Whoa, what the fuck kind
Interesting.
of horrible shit did you do?
Weird black pulsing orb kind of horrible shit.
in that case it's a 10.
A 10.
Well, that's not good.
You are going to make this attack with disadvantage.
Beans. All right. Where's my other caltrop? Okay.
Can I give him my inspiration?
Nope.
He still has bless.
he couldn't use bless.
True.
Couldn't use bless for the saving throw. He can still use bless for the attack.
True.
Okay.
Oh, well, yeah. The
Unless
attack.
it's more dark or bullshit.
You don't know what dark or bullshit's going on here.
I'm saying we're about to find out if he can or can't use the bless.
Wait, actually, I kind of need to. Can I use the?
You can
bless
use
on
the
this?
bless for the attack. You can
Okay.
use the bless for
Thank-
attack.
Thank you.
That seems valid. Yeah.
All right. So the lower of my two is a 21.
God damn. That will hit.
Nice.
That's
Damn.
I rolled low, 21.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I like
Minor
that.
bullshit.
Son, where'd you find that?
it's with a +5. Like,
Yeah, but you get in the upper levels, you get like, I rolled a 2. Does 15 or sorry, it does a 21 hit?
Don't insult Ash when she's like the lowest she had to roll was a 6 to maybe barely hit something. Anything higher than that, she's like, damn, I rolled a 7. Does a 38 hit?
And the DM's over here
Alright.
just like, thank God for a fuck ton of resistance.
it's a D8.
DM's like, good thing this monster goes down when I say it does.
What's that? Boss fight? What's the health bar?
Dude, that's what I started doing in freaking
That's what you got to do.
Yep.
yeah, because
We can
I
probably-
learned that the hard way.
All right,
players
so-
were hitting too hard.
So that is 9 points of damage. And then he's just immediately just gonna toss away the bow and draw his swords.
Okay, so is that That's non-magical damage, right?
Yeah, this is a normal ass longbow.
Okay.
Wake up, bitch!
I mean, basically.
As the
Someone's
arrow
gonna be cranky.
flies and strikes true and hits the chimera, it instantly just jumps up and just rage burning in the eyes of every one of the heads as the orb behind it pulses. I'm gonna need to bring up the initiative tracker.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna need initiative.
What? Why?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because you shot it with a bow.
Because he shot it with a fucking arrow. That's why.
I mean, I thought that was the plan. Like,
I realize you and I have the same tactic. If you weren't gonna do it, I'm like, I have a bow. I actually just whip out the bow real quick and it switches back. Be like, ah.
yeah.
I don't
think the
like
only
that
difference-
it has the
I
high
think the only-
ground.
The only difference is I'm actually a dex fighter.
How do you know he's not?
Because he's wearing plate mail.
That doesn't mean anything.
Oh,
I've got
yeah.
high dex. I'm nimble. I'm not quiet. I'm nimble,
I've got-
not quiet.
I've got high dex. I'm allowed to use 2 of it.
In plate, nah, you're not allowed to use any of it.
That's right.
Oh shit, yeah, mine's 17. Not bad, not bad. Initiative, right, you kind of need that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Stupid light, I can't see shit on my dice rolls. My god.
Skill issue.
No maintenance issue, how dare you.
I mean, if
Skishu.
you had better eyes that weren't half blind.
Damn.
Oh.
I'm actually full blind, thank you.
I know.
The second I pop my contacts out, I'm just like,
I said
Where is
half
everything?
blind because you have contacts in.
thank you.
Just Mr. Magooing your way through your house.
I mean, yeah,
Uh,
actually.
I need
I've seen
initiatives from Sylvia and Karsha still.
it. Well, we know why.
It's like when you come over to spend the night and I take my contacts out and forget my glasses on my side table, and I'm like, where's my bed? There's my bed. Skirt it,
I've seen
skirt
it. It's hilarious.
That has to be the
It might
lowest
be.
initiative I have ever seen.
I'm so upset.
Oh, that's a rough.
That has to be
Oh.
the lowest
You
initiative.
rolled a nat one.
Before I rolled the die, I asked it very, very nicely to give me a high initiative, and it rolled a
said-
fucking 1.
It's an F you.
It's just
Oh my
it's just
God.
buffer underflowed.
That I don't think
Pretty
we'll
much.
Initiative
ever.
this.
You know what? I need to.
No, no.
I need to.
We have one time had a lower initiative, and that's because I rolled a 0.
Well, technically,
Oh.
you can't get a 0 on initiative. It's still a 1.
Well, you roll
I
a
know.
1 and you have negative dex. so-
Yeah, and it's not a
Yeah.
0 because you can't go lower than a 1.
yeah.
I know. But I still
Um,
rolled a 0.
All
I'm
right.
still screenshotting this and saving
Karsha.
this.
You can start us off.
Cool. So I should have done this beforehand, but that's okay. I don't really have much of a plan anyway. I am going to use my class action called Symbiotic Entity. I'm gonna bring it up here. I'm gonna use a point of Wild Shape to basically give myself a couple of features. I'm going to get, how many levels am I in here for? 16 temporary hit points. My melee weapon attacks will deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to any target that hit. This will last for 10 minutes or until I lose all of my temporary hit points, or if I use Wild Shape.
Gotcha. You doing anything else?
Got movement still.
That is. I do have movement. I do not like being in a way of fucking cone damage bullshit because I know how you play. I'm gonna hide behind this rock. Like, hello.
Okay. Max.
Let's see. I'm basically I'm basically just waving my like the flaming scimitar in the air, trying to get this thing's attention.
Okay.
But I'm going to hold my actual action until it's in melee range.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
Based
bop
off
it once
movement.
it's.
Bop
Yeah,
it.
that's the idea. Yeah.
Flip it. Twist it.
Dude,
Roll it.
my
Kill it.
cousin Emily and I used to have like the most insane bop it challenges. We'd go for hours.
Yeah, I can do the little Simon Says thing, but the bop it was out of my skill set.
Okay.
Too many sides. It was.
So the thing is gonna come to the edge and leap off and free fall until it's about 10 feet off the ground, and it's going to spread its wings and come flying right towards Max.
Amazing.
And as it gets right here, it lands, and then it shoots a line of lightning towards Max.
Yeah.
Max
I mean,
and Asha, can I get
Ow.
actually be right here? Can I get dexterity saving throws from you? Max, you are making this at disadvantage.
Don't
tits.
forget you have bless though. Oh,
I can't use bless. Can't use bless for this disadvantage.
I doubt that's gonna make it. 14. My dice rolls are just so mid today.
15.
How much ouch do we have?
Wrong dice. I grabbed the wrong dice.
I don't know how to
Amazing.
paladin. What am I doing? I'm trying to like.
You smack him. If you crit, you smite.
I mean, technically, I've only been in one battle because I wasn't in that second battle with you guys. So I'm like, what am I doing? I don't know what's happening.
That's okay. I'm still doing that with my cleric because I do not take spells for battle, like for actual damage dealing.
Oh, that's
I'm
true.
support
yeah.
cleric. I'm support cleric. How do I support cleric?
You got a 14, Asha.
Yes.
You're gonna take 21 points of lightning damage.
Yowie.
Max, you are going to take 10.
Os.
21. Okay.
And as it comes down, it still has other attacks it can make,
Yeah.
but I have to do something here.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Well, why though?
In a target-rich environment.
I had to make a check for something. It is fine. So Max, as it enters melee range, if you want to go ahead and use bop it, you can.
Absolutely. Are these also going to be at disadvantage?
Yes.
You fucking god damn it. Something had to nerf me. Alright. Ooh! Not enough! Alright, that is... a 17.
17 will hit.
Let's go, baby! Alright.
All right, and as it's gonna take this hit, it's gonna make a claw attack against Max. and it's going to make a horn attack against Kylus.
Okay.
Okay. It's 11 damage. Oh wait, the fire.
And the fire.
And the fire. At 12 damage.
All right. So for the claw attack against Max, don't think a 13 is going to hit you.
13 is not going to hit me.
And then the horn attack against Kylus here. Kylus, I don't think a 12 is going to hit you.
Nope.
Seeing
Deflect
as,
with shield.
seeing as how we had the discussion that you're in plate at the moment, I definitely know a 12 will not hit you.
Tank bros.
Yeah.
Kylus, you are up.
I got a bro. Yeah, so looking through everything because new character who dis. I am going to use one of my channel divinities. And I'm going to use fuck, I just had it and I just I'm gonna use my elemental strike. So as a bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of across my gauntlet, just take my sword and just slide it across as it is gonna be imbued in elemental power. I am choosing the element. I'm not doing lightning.
Where are you, lightning?
Because I choose between the 4 elements. I don't want to choose air. I'm gonna choose. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna choose fire, which is fire. Because you have choices depending on which one you choose. Because earth is also acid. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use fire. So now when I deal damage, kind of think of it like a blood hunter. It does additional damage. 1d6 damage. So yeah. So I'm going to smack it.
Okay.
With my blade now.
Ooh.
It's just a regular sword. Yes, it is. Okay.
A regular sword that's on fire.
It's on fire. Nat 20?
I mean, that works.
That works. It's not a high number though, because we're only level 4. That's 25.
You don't have brutal critical on yet.
No, not yet. Not yet. No. So I just roll the dice then.
Yep, you roll it twice.
2d8s. Yep. And then that's a d6 for the fire. So I forgot. I don't know. I don't think I can do this yet. Everything's at level 6. Okay, never mind. Here. Okay. 3 and 6
9
is 9 plus 3 is 12 slashing damage
Okay.
and 6 fire. And no bonus attack yet.
No bonus attack yet. You're only level 4. Get wrecked.
Yeah, but since I am aware that the girls are behind me, I am not moving. I'm still gonna
Okay.
be in front. Oh shit, I had bless. But that was for the attack. Never mind. I didn't
Asha.
We'll start by giving ourselves a little cure wounds because we can't help nobody if we're not up.
Can you bring cure wounds up for me for a second?
Can you use the cure wounds from your new crocheted pet instead of your own spell slot?
Wait, it does a cure wound?
It does a
has-
level appropriate cure wounds once per day.
For yourself.
Yep. It can
Oh.
do a 2d8 cure wounds currently. Because we're all 4th level, so
Okay.
that's a 2nd level spell slot.
Yep. I just wanted to see something on cure wounds, but yes, if you want to use your crocheted pet in order to
Yeah, I'll
in
use
order
the
to
first aid
cast
pet.
the cure wounds on yourself, you can.
So if it does a cure wounds level appropriate, that means like highest level it can cast, that we can cast, or what's?
Yep, 2d8.
Okay, so 2d8.
No.
So I'm
It's
sorry, what's
Sorry.
no. It's level appropriate, meaning it's still the D8, but you know it gets the bonuses from like spell casting ability and everything like that. It doesn't kick up to like 3d8, 4d8, anything like that.
Okay, so it's 1d8 plus my
Yes,
spellcasting ability.
yeah, it's cure wounds.
Okay, that makes more sense. So that's going to be a total of 10 points of healing
Okay.
from the kitty cat. Do I still get my action after the cat uses? That,
No, because it's still the same thing. You use the pet, or you use the your spell.
Just wanted to clarify so I knew exactly what's happening. But that still saves me a spell slot, so I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and move to probably. I don't like that either. Probably there. And as I move, I'll cast Toll the Dead. Nope, that's an action. Never mind. I don't have bonus action. Yeah.
Okay. Toki.
Give me a second. So out of character, when you take the dash action, can you split it between two forms of movement?
I mean, normally if you take the dash action, that is your action and your movement action.
Well, yeah, but it doubles your movement. What I'm asking is as the dash, can you split it between two forms of movement, or are you having us keep it locked into one form of movement?
Explain. Like, how are you going to use it two forms of movement?
Because I can fly unbeknownst to the party.
Okay.
So if I want to use part of my dash to dash, and then use the other part of my dash to fly,
yeah, I'd allow it.
That.
I'd allow it.
Okay.
You get like a running start, and you just like power leap up and, you know, Superman up into the sky. Yeah, that would work.
All right. So then I need to know how tall it is between the ground and where the end of the platform where the orb is. Like, how high is that?
60 feet.
60 feet up?
Yep.
Okay. Then yeah. All right, cool. So
What is your dash speed?
yeah, well, I'm gonna do some stupid shit.
Sure.
He's a monk, so yes.
I'm gonna do some stupid shit. That sounds like the monk playbook to me.
Because I have.
Were you one of the people that got extra 10 from the card too? I know a couple people got that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got an extra. So
but let's give the monk extra feet.
I have extra monk bullshit. So I'm going to use my action and my movement to perform a normal dash. Move 80 feet to here. Use my bonus action to spend a key point to gain another dash.
Fucking Christ. As the Sanic music is just playing in the background at 11.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right.
And then I'm going to I'm trying to hide them under my cloak as best I can, but I'm literally looking like I'm going to jump up to here, because with Pythagoras' theorem, that's probably the furthest I can go with my 80 feet of dash.
You know what? You could say whatever you want about that theorem, and I believe you because I'm not a math nerd. I don't.
Math is for blockers.
Look, that theorem brings back horrible memories of my math teacher
Yeah, so you
singing
could go ahead and move your
Milwaukee.
character up there. I don't know why there's still a 35 line on my screen.
Oh, because there we go.
Okay.
Because I have the line to linger. That's why.
All right.
That way I don't lose it. So anyone who's watching Tokumi like from the bushes sees her like bursts out of the bushes like Naruto dash.
I will say,
And
if you
then-
are going to fly, you got to take that cloak off. You can't fly with the cloak on.
It's a cloak. I can put it between my wingspan.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's like the cloak
Between
is
your blades.
the cloak isn't going to like cover the wings as they come out.
That's fine.
Okay.
And you see anyone who's actually looking basically sees Tokumi like spread wings and leaps onto this platform.
I will say though, I don't think anybody's watching Tokumi at this time because everything is like focused on the giant,
The giant
death
murder
machine
monstrosity
in front of them. Yeah. So I think your
So
wings.
Kylos has an inkling, so he'd be like, I knew it! if he paid attention.
I have a passive perception of 17.
Yeah, but you're also behind a rock, and that rock is going to block your vision of the flying chicken monk.
Damn rock.
Tokumi,
I have X-ray through this rock.
Tokumi just runs up to you before she does all this. She's like, "No one will ever believe you," and then dashes away.
I'd be like, fair enough. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so Toki, when you get up there,
Yep.
you see this small, probably like baseball-sized orb hovering off the ground, probably about 5 feet.
Oh, so it's hovering. I thought it was on the platform.
No, it's
Okay.
like hovering. And there's just this almost electrical hum coming from this thing.
Does it zap me?
No. It's just making
Okay.
that low, like reverberating electrical like hum.
All right, cool. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, crap, it's not on the floor. And I'm like, okay, I still have a plan.
What would a bear do? Right, touch it.
Too soon.
All right, we're gonna go to Sylvia.
Finally, down here at the bottom of the initiative. Oh,
The
I hate it.
Sorry.
rock bottom of the initiative.
Bonus action, I am going to reach down to the key ring on my hip and pull a key from it. I'm going to slam that key into the spine of my sword and give it a turn. And ice is going to spread across the blade, kind of turning it into like a serrated ice blade. As I use my bonus action to use my elemental conduit ability.
I just realized we have 3 people in this party that just light up weapons.
Yep.
That's what we're gonna do.
Okay, so it gives a buff to your weapon to do elemental damage. Gotcha.
Yep, for 1 minute, it will do an additional d6 of my chosen element. It doesn't turn the entire damage to that element, just that additional d6.
Yep.
And then I'm going to move up to here and give this thing a swing.
You're muted.
Sorry, I was yelling at my dice. It was good things. I was saying good things to the one that rolled. I was saying very bad things to the one that rolled a 1 earlier. That's a nat 20.
There you go.
Naughty dice.
Was this
Nice.
was this one of those why can't you be like your brother type moments?
Pretty much, yeah.
I think you should have left the mic on for that.
Let's see.
This class is so fucking cool.
Which one? Oh, the one
The the fucking common rider.
Yeah,
Like,
right, yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah, the common. Yeah. Oh, that's a good way to describe it. Yeah. I'm over here like making Kingdom Hearts jokes, and it's like, nah, it's fucking Common Rider.
Yeah.
She's like literally Common Rider wizard. It's dope as hell. Whoa, please.
So that is going to be a very nice 24 slashing damage and 9 cold damage. And I believe something else happens. Let me read this first. New feat. Who dis?
Oh yeah, because you have to roll a d4 to see what happens.
Yeah, when you roll a 1 or a 20 on an attack or a saving throw, and that was an attack. So yeah.
Let me see. Let me get that the thing up here.
And I rolled a 1.
Which is Battle Fury. So a creature of your choice that you can see is filled with reckless fury. It has advantage on attack rolls and disadvantage on ability checks.
You know what? Since he's got disadvantage on everything else already anyway, let's go ahead and give that disadvantage to Max to hopefully neutral out that disadvantage on his attacks.
Okay.
Amazing.
That's going to be the end of my turn.
Motherfucker so much.
Yeah, it pretty much gives you a version of a barbarian's reckless attack.
Yeah, I'll take it, man.
And that came from the feat that I took on our last level up, which was the Cohort of Chaos feat.
Where is that coming from?
Planescape.
Planescape.
I purposely didn't buy that book out of principle because I play tested the original Planescape, and no one can convince me otherwise. They did better.
Wizards.
No one can convince me otherwise. They did better with the reboot.
Look, I didn't buy it. It's online.
I just got the feats for it. That's it.
Karsha.
All right, so Karsha is going to do this. I understand there's 3 heads, correct?
Yeah. Big
Okay.
giant cat body, dragon tail, wings, and then 3 heads.
Okay, so this is my plan is I am going to cast blindness and deafness on the lion.
Ooh. Okay, so it's got to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
It's going to be a 19.
No, that's gonna make it.
Okay, that'll make it.
Oh, yeah, nope, that's
so,
right.
Now I am just going to go move within 10 feet of it. When it starts its turn, let me know. That way I would like to use reaction.
Ah, mushroom shit. Gotcha.
Mushroom shit, yeah.
Yep. Max.
Let's fucking go. All
You,
right.
you could now make normal attacks.
I'm so stoked about that.
You're normal.
I'm normal. Yay. I'm just gonna hit it a bunch. I think
Wait,
that's
hold
all
on.
that I'm...
Hold on. Before that happens, initiative 20 goes off.
Uh-oh.
Oh god, it has a lair effect.
Okay. So, Toki, you see this because you're right next to it. As the orb opens up just a little bit, as another like black pulse is let out. And as it does this, I need everybody here to give me intelligence saving throws.
Does Bless work on these for those that have it?
All except for Max.
Here you, Max.
God damn.
Hawks.
So that'd be Fox and Zorro.
And I'm
You
assuming
haven't
this is
used it,
still
you
a
bless.
disadvantage for me.
Yeah, because yeah, because it's not a check, or
Sick.
it's not a check. It's a save.
Well, that's a pair of 5s.
All right. I'll go around here. Azrin, what'd you get?
14 plus 1, 15.
15. You're good. Fox.
I'm adding my blessed. Oh, thank God. Bless gave it 15.
15. You're good.
12 plus 3.
Groods.
Did you say
Intel-
saving throw or saving checks?
Intelligence saving throw.
Oh, okay. Intelligence save. Give me a sec here. Where's my intelligence? Okay. That'll be a dirty 20.
Nice. Gilly.
A 14 because I can't roll anything other than a 12 or a 13.
14. Okay. You're going to take 8 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And you are forcefully moved 10 feet. As you feel yourself sort of like being pulled through the shadows and taken to another location. Max, you got a pair of 5s.
Yeah.
You're going to take 4 points of necrotic damage as you're pulled back to the shadows over here. And Kylus.
So I nat 20'd plus 1 plus my bless for 24.
That you're fine.
Oh, your rolls are
But now,
belong to
Max,
us.
it's your turn.
All right. Well,
Hobble on up.
I'm gonna run back up to this asshole.
You son of a bitch.
Okay. As soon as you get up there, can you give me another charisma saving throw?
Come on, man.
Oh.
I'll get him this time.
This is not made at disadvantage, mind you.
Oh, thank Christ.
Well,
Bless.
because remember, you're leveled
You
out.
can
You're
use
leveled
you
out.
can use bless for this.
All right. Okay. 22.
Okay, you are fine. You can now make your attack with advantage
Oh, good.
because your battle fury is still ongoing. And I will say this.
Oh, yeah.
I will say this. You are immune to this effect for the next 24 hours.
Oh, thank Christ. All right.
Did you roll another 20?
Let's fucking go.
That's
All right.
That's the Kraken pump.
So yeah, that's nat 20 for a 29.
Fuck. Okay.
So that's my first attack. Second attack is 22.
Both will hit.
All right. Do I have enough d6s for this? All right. So, first one. Do I double the fire damage as well?
You roll it again. Yes.
Everything that's die roll gets doubled.
Oh shit! I didn't do that on my freaking extra fire die. Oh well.
Good jorb.
My first attack is. Let's say it's split this way. It is 16 points slashing, 5 fire. And then another 11 points slashing.
Okay.
I forgot to, but I don't think it really matters much for that since the first roll is not 20 with the bless. I dropped concentration on bless when I got hit by the fire.
Ah.
I didn't make that save.
Did you use bless for your charisma save?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was.
Remember,
only
he
one of
couldn't do it.
He couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
Oh yeah, no. You've been telling me I couldn't use the bless the whole damn time.
Sorry.
Okay. Because you asked if you could use bless. All right. Anything else, Max?
What? Like that's not good enough?
Do it
Actually,
again.
He will
I could
chortle.
actually. Is this a?
You have to say it with a lisp though.
Action
Ooh.
stretch.
Actually, I am gonna take a bonus action and second wind. For heal of 14.
Probably a good thing.
I thought so. And that ends my turn.
Okay. It's gonna start its turn, Groods.
I need a con save, please.
Fail it. Fail it. Fail it.
6.
Yeah.
That's a
I
fail.
want to see mushroom bullshit.
Crown of spores.
So, yep.
Or Halo
I'll be
spores.
Using Halo spores. So with symbiotic entity that I had last turn, Halo spores will go off twice. So give me a sec here. That is 1d4. So give me a sec here. That is 3 and 2. 5 necrotic damage.
Very nice.
And that's it.
So, those of you who have seen chimeras or read about chimeras, what it does next doesn't seem natural.
Natural.
As the creature sort of like sinks into its shadow and is pulled back up here.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
You're muted.
I am?
No,
No,
Smithy.
Is this a movement or is this a teleport effect?
It's a jaunt.
Okay, well,
no
Sentinel.
smackety smack for you.
yeah, it was.
Well, Azrin, on the bright side,
Did we both take Sentinel?
Yes, we absolutely did.
on the
Oh
bright
my
side,
god. Yes.
the lightning breath hasn't recharged.
Cool.
So it's going to make a bite, horn, and claw attack against you.
We believe in you.
The bite is going to be a 25.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. So after the attack is made before damage is rolled, I can use my reaction to make an acrobatics check versus the attack roll. On a success, I move 5 feet to the left or right, and I avoid the damage from the attack.
So you can go ahead and make that. If you're going to use that reaction for this attack, you can go ahead.
Yep. 16 plus 6 is 22.
All right. So you're gonna do your little like cartwheel to the side here, avoiding the bite, and it's gonna make a horn attack against you. That is going to be a 19.
19 will hit.
All right. I never use these dice, so I always here they are. You're going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And then the claw attack. That is going to be a 25 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
You're going to take 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then Kylus.
I'm gonna have to run. I want to
Run.
run though.
Run in your plate mail.
No, you have to run and
Again.
climb. You have to run and climb in your
Yeah.
plate mail.
Yeah, I don't know how we get. I don't know how the rest of us get up there.
So
You have longbows.
Oh fuck! I have to find my longbow.
here's the thing. I don't know if y'all remember.
Probably not.
I can fly.
You can?
You
I
can?
can fly. Remember? Do you guys remember when I fell into the 50-foot pit?
No.
Oh, this is awkward. I just free falled. I just basically looked like a
remember that.
starry sky and just like fell into the pit.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah, I remember. I remember now, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Because
like,
I
wait,
can fly.
you can?
I can. For 1 minute, I can fly. I mean, my fly speed's only 30, but I can still fly. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do, because it's an action to do, so what I'm gonna have to do is 15, 20, 25, 30. So I can get to the wall. How high up is the wall?
60 feet.
60 feet.
God damn it. Alright. Well, you know what? It's a start, so we're gonna go kind of translucent as his already kind of pale blue skin turns even paler as he's translucent now, and kind of does a Superman jump to the up 30 feet because that's as far as I can go for right now.
Okay.
So that's it. That's me.
Asha.
Fucks up everything I want to do. I'm not a ranged cleric, okay? 5, 10.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Sorry, can I pass through? Right? Can I pass through these two trees right here? Or
You
do I have to go
cannot.
around?
You have to go around.
Okay, that's fine. So. 30, and then we'll dash.
Did you move?
No, I'm still backing it out.
Okay.
And I can start climbing 5 feet up.
Yeah.
I have 5 feet of movement left, so.
Yep. Go ahead and give me an athletics check. Since you're climbing here.
Athletics is something I can actually do if my dice are nice to me. Okay, I'll take another frickin' 13 for a total of 17.
You're good. You climb up 5 feet.
And
All right.
That's my turn.
Toki. Staring
All right.
down this cat.
Yeah, more monk bullshit. I'm gonna spend another point of key
Yeah,
to
monk bullshit.
disengage with bonus action.
Okay. Where are you disengaging to?
I am disengaging, so I want to get here, within 5 feet of the orb.
All right. So as you get within 5 feet of the orb,
Okay, what happens?
I need a. What did I say it was?
I don't know, man.
I need
is it the intelligence roll again?
Nope. I need a strength or athletics check.
Athletics check. Okay. 16 plus 1, 17 if it's a check.
Okay. You barely make it. But as you disengage, you can feel that there's some sort of like gravitational pull coming from this thing. You're able to hold your ground, but you kind of feel if you continue to play a little too close to the drainage pipe, you're gonna get sucked in.
Oh, that's not good.
But you're able to successfully disengage and hold your ground for the moment.
All right. Well, I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do. So I'm wearing my knuckle dusters. So I'm going to scratch a door onto the ground. 'Cause it's stone, and use my doorknob and the door opens in, so opens down, I drop into my room, and the orb is over the open door.
Let me see.
Oh, that's that good shit
dangerous.
right there.
It's clever. But you're using 2 actions. You're using an action to carve the door, and then you're using another action to use the doorknob itself.
All right, so if it's an action to carve the door, then I'll use an action to carve the door.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use my doorknob next round.
Okay. And you carve the door. Then we go to Sylvia. That one is painful to look at.
It's painful to have. Rock is 60 feet up, you said?
60 feet up.
That's good enough for me. I'm going to use my full 50 feet of movement to get there. Then I'm going to pull another key from
Can
my
you
key
fly?
ring. I can't fly, but I'm real fast on my feet.
No,
I know that rock is still 60 feet up.
Yeah, it's a vertical climb.
I've got a solution for that.
Okay.
I pull another key from my belt and I slam it into the spine of my sword. I give it a few turns and my sword begins to kind of shimmer and shake. And just like the hammer throw at the Olympics, I spin in place and throw my sword in an arc. So it lands on top of that rock. So I use my jaunt strike ability.
You teleport to your fucking weapon.
And then I immediately teleport to where my weapon landed with my weapon in hand and
You've
make a
done this
strike
before.
against the Chimera.
Okay.
This is some Noctis. Is it Noctis?
It's-
Noctis
yeah,
bullshit.
no- it's
Final Fantasy 15.
Not this bullshit.
There we go.
All of it. It's all just Common Rider all the way down.
And this is just a Final Fantasy class. Don't worry about it.
And that's going to be a 22
Square
to
Enix
hit.
build.
That'll hit.
So that is 1 away from max damage. That's going to be 15 slashing and 6 cold.
All right, Sylvia, how do you want to do this?
Let's go!
Oh shit! Nice.
Rider kick!
You know what? That GIF that Spiffy posted in the Destiny Force channel, I'm just gonna apparate there and just start slashing away at this thing as ice slowly kind of creeps across its body.
Love it.
This game fucking rules, man.
Right?
Oh, see, I got confused because I looked at the GIF. I'm like, wait, that's just Sword Art Online. Oh, wait, no, the Common Rider went above it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, and as you slice through this thing's body and it falls dead, the orb begins to grumble a bit as these dark tendrils come out and wrap around the body of the Chimera and slowly begin to pull it towards it.
No. We need proof. No.
Are we still in initiative, or can I act?
You guys are out of combat, so you can act.
I will stow my sword and just grab onto anywhere on the Chimera and try and pull it away from the orb, or at least slow its travel towards the orb.
Okay.
I would say sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna recloak my wings while I can, and I'm gonna try and brace myself against the chimera.
All right. So before you do
Stopping it.
that, I do need another strength or athletics check from you because you are still need
Okay.
the drainage hole.
Okay. Okay, that is one better. 17 on the die.
Okay.
18.
You're able to pull yourself away, and you're kind of like holding your holding the back end or the front end of the chimera.
You
Can I say at this point I reach the top and
Yeah.
see what's going on and try to yank it? I'll go ahead and I'll try to do that, and I'll try to actually pull it away.
Okay. Karsha, what are you doing at this time? Groots?
I am gonna try to reach up there, but I don't know. Like, is it still trying to like slow down or of being
Like everyone's trying
sucked
to
in or
keep the
something?
body from being sucked into the gate or the little orb or whatever.
Okay.
You can try climbing.
So if I have enough time, yeah, I'm gonna try climbing, and if there's enough time, I would like to try to wrap my anchor around its neck or something and hold in place.
All right. So you're climbing up the wall here. Max, what are you doing?
I'm not feeling a vertical climb. I'm
Look-
just gonna sit on this rock.
Looking for the bow.
This is in the rock.
Looking for the
I'm just
bow.
gonna sit. Oh yeah, I should probably look for my bow. Yeah.
All right. So the three of you that are wrestling this thing, I'm going to need 3 strength, or if you are proficient, athletics checks.
Hey, it's what I
I
was made
am
for.
Well,
proficient.
they're doing that. Can I make it to the top of the rock and attempt something as well?
Sure.
You said tendrils were coming out of the orb, right? Grab
Yep.
it onto the.
Yep.
On the off chance, and this probably won't work, but on the off chance, she's just going to attempt to command the orb as if it's because she doesn't know if it's a creature or not, and tell it to let go.
Is it sentient?
She doesn't know she's taking a
might
risk.
be.
Trying to see what kind of
Hey.
save it has to make here.
Wisdom save, I think.
Yep. Wisdom save.
Oh, shit. Son.
What do you command? You get a single command.
Let go.
It's one
Or
word.
release. Release.
Release.
Okay. That, so as I still want to get the checks here from you guys. So Azra, what'd you get?
Oh, I've had it been like up here.
That is going to be a 15, unfortunately,
15.
because it's a check, not a save.
Fox
24.
and Zorro.
18.
18. As you are holding it in place, Asha just sort of finishes her climb, gets up, points at it, and says release. And as it does, to your surprise, Asha, it listens to you as the tendrils release from the this chimera and pull back into the orb itself.
Oh, shit.
Sentient. Oh.
Nice thinking.
I think at
The
that
only thing I
point,
had, I figured it was worth a shot.
I think at that point, seeing it, Kylus is gonna try to, still holding on to the body, take this opportunity to yank it further away.
With your guys,
With everyone's help, like, let's go, 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 go.
I'm still pushing.
with your guys' strength, you're able to get it farther away from the hole, so it's where it's like it's over here, away like a safe distance from it itself.
I'm just
Now
thinking
that
about that SNL bit about the dead guy at the top of the water slide.
But yeah,
Oh, you guys still making it. I'll get there.
I think at this point, Asha would start talking to the orb, assuming that's some sort of sentient creature-like thing. And she'd be like, why did you need the body? Why are you here? What are you? Maybe we can come to some sort of understanding.
are you getting anywhere close to it, or are you shouting at it from where you're at?
The shouts of
This
understanding.
purple ring is not visible to us, right?
No.
Okay. Then yeah, she'd probably move closer because it's rude to show out. So she'd probably move in closer to like there.
Okay.
Not right up against it, but
As when you get next to me, I'm like, don't move too close to it because it'll pull you in.
good to know. Yeah, I'll stop there.
And what do you ask it?
Her first question is, why did you need the body? Maybe we can come to some sort of agreement.
In a chorus of voices, you hear calling back out to you, and only you. We collect the lost.
What do you do with them?
We shepherd them.
To where?
It sits there for a moment, and you can hear like hums and whispers coming in from it. It's like it's trying to come up with a word in your language to describe it. Eternity.
And you need their bodies to do this.
Extraction. Sustenance. The body feeds the collective. The essence is ushered to eternity. You too are shepherd.
Yes, of sorts, you could call the goddess I serve. Does that?
You serve one. Another.
Another. Are you saying you serve one as well? Or that you are one?
We are a collective. We serve the collective.
I've never heard of the collective.
Origins of the Lost.
Are you trying to return the lost to their rightful place, or do the lost stay lost?
What is in the collective is no longer lost, but found. But the collective is nowhere. The collective is in darkness. The collective seeks light. May we travel with the shepherd.
Will you pose any kind of harm to those I travel with?
We do not harm others. Merely collect and guide.
Will you collect those I travel with?
Those you travel with are alive.
Yes.
We do not collect the living. We are shepherds of the fallen and the lost.
I see no harm in that. However, this lost one here, we unfortunately need its body. There's someone who has asked for it.
If the shepherd wishes, the shepherd can take the body.
I appreciate that.
The lost has been claimed.
In exchange, I have no issue with you traveling with me.
Will you touch us?
Thou art I.
The collective cannot move on its own.
Is this a one-way conversation? Like, are we able to hear this?
You hear Asha, but you don't
That's
hear
what I
it.
mean. One-way conversation.
It's a
Okay.
one-way conversation.
I think at this point, just out of curiosity, he would just be like, "Who is the collective?" As he's speaking to Asha.
I look at him. I'm not entirely sure yet, but it sounds like they are.
They? Who's they?
It's a collective of lost souls. Sounds similar to.
Oh.
Almost a demigod? I'm not entirely sure.
We are not a deity.
No deity.
There goes
you
my
serve
follow-up.
a deity.
We serve no deity. We are the lost and the forgotten.
Sounds like a lonely existence. I think since it said it wouldn't collect the people I travel with, she has no issue moving towards it then.
When you do that,
she will step forward and reach her hand out.
And as you do that,
like, no, don't do that.
You don't feel any sort of pull as you reach out and you grasp the orb. And as you do, it just sits there cold in your hand.
Well, that's weird.
It spoke to you.
Yes. Did you guys hear it too? Hear them?
No, we only heard you. Well, I only heard you.
Only the pulse from its gravital pull and you.
We've come to an agreement. It's not going to take the chimera. It simply likes to collect lost souls.
As you see Asha's eyes light up for a moment as that collection of voices echoes from her mouth.
Yeah, that's creepy.
The collective means you no harm. We wish to travel with the shepherd.
Shepherd.
The one in this form. And as it says that, it like sort of pulls into Asha's hand. You can see it begin to like travel up her arm and underneath her like underneath her clothing and whatnot, and then a black gem necklace forms around her neck.
That's interesting.
We seek the shepherd's guidance for it to lead us out of the darkness.
So she is to shepherd your souls, the lost souls.
She is to return if she wishes. The collective wishes to return to the light. We are a collection of 457 souls, lost in eternity.
So you just want to move on to the next plane?
There is no moving on. We are lost.
Hmm. I'm confused. That's not how I was taught souls work.
I have a question, Rojan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to ask this. Does it react at all to me?
From where you're standing at right now, no.
Okay. All right.
Your thing's a bitch.
Are you going to try to move closer?
I think right now I'm. No, it makes more sense. He would just keep hanging on to the chimera right now. So, yeah. Baby girl. Y'all didn't tell me she snuck up behind me. How dare you?
Hey guys, what I
I
missed?
didn't see her.
I didn't
Now
see her.
you're-
We didn't see her
My
because it
little
was so
ninja.
dark.
Stealth
My
roll.
little ninja.
Right?
Got my dice.
But as this new collective joins you for a ride, we are going to go ahead and call it
Hello,
for this
Agrin
week.
2.0.
No, this ain't Agrin.
No,
This seems
much
much nicer than Agrin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could respond while it was talking, but at least it would hear in Asha's head that she has no problem returning it to where it needs to go.
Okay.
That they are no longer lost.
And yeah, with that, we will go ahead and call it for this week. Thank you everyone for tuning in. This is your first time here. This is not the only show that we do. Every Monday night here, you have us on Destiny Forge, which is, of course, a 5th edition game that I run, and our flagship game that has been running almost since the channel's creation, going on our 4th campaign here. On Tuesdays, we've got Star Wars Tales of the Outer Rim, which is a Star Wars game run by Tiltbot. Normally, I'm saying normally, on Thursdays, we would have alternating shows. This week would be Tricorn Isles, but we have a couple people out, and also it is Dragon Age Day. So we are going to be...
Halloween.
And Halloween. So, you know, people are going to be out with kids. People have vacation plans, everything like that. So we are going to, unfortunately, be away for that day. But we will be back next week on the 7th for a special N7 day one-shot. Normally, it would be our Mass Effect game of Mass Effect Horizons, but we are going to do a special one-shot Mass Effect game for N7 day, which I'm very excited for. And that is run by Zorro. And then on alternating Fridays, we have a Kids on Brooms game, which is called Under the Mountain, which is run by Sugarlove. And right now, Saturdays, we would normally have alternating Saturdays, and we're spinning things up. Right now we have an active game of Withered Wastes, which is another 5th edition game that I run. We are spooling up a D&D Bridgerton-esque mini game that's going to be taking place, that is going to be run by Malls. And then in the future as well, we're going to have a Avatar: The Last Airbender game that is run by Azerin in the Saturday slots. But yeah, for now, we are going to go ahead and head on out. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and we will catch you Tuesday for Star Wars.